맛있어.
This is green, this is easy.
오늘 일단 쉬어도요.
I think they're all gonna be good though.
시간이 별로 안 돼. 사람이 별로 없어.
아,
다행이야.
응.
원래 줄 서거든.
아,
여기.
진짜?
응.
시시.
우겹살이고 가브리살이고 항정살이에요.
감사합니다.
조심해서 입어드릴게요.
근데 다도 못해.
I figured out how to close it. I'm gonna like yank it this way and pull it at the same time.
I'm trying pushing over there. It's not working.
카라멜 라떼도 하나 아이스로 할게요. 네.
까지 잘 저어주시고요.
아, 네네네.
모든 라떼는 크림부터 천천히 커버.
아, 네네네. 감사합니다. 네.
It smells so good.
I just want more money for those. Yeah. I want to Russia. Ooh, that's real good. 와, 이쁘다. Should we move?
Sometimes you're physically bound down, but mentally gone 10 years ahead. You dream of something you don't really want, and when you return, everyone has moved on. Follow tradition, you do this and that. Place a rock on a stone, no, it won't bring you back. Been running, waiting for this way to pass. If you needed help, then you just need to ask. Will it get easier to go? Or are you lying to yourself? Easier to go. Lying to Your final memory is her on your bed, with tears in your eyes, your heart made of lead. No silver lining here to be found. The storm is your fault and your head's in the clouds. What can one say other than I regret? Apologies tired, explanations unsaid. Don't think she loved you, but that's just a guess. You should have inquired before making a mess. Will it get easier to go? Or are you lying to yourself? Will it get easier to go? Or are you lying to yourself?
It's like drinking the Bella.
유부남들
맛있어?
So hot, right?